Hello everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another episode of Tropic Talks, the weekly series where I break down what's going on in the Atlantic. Now you may know it has not been a week since the last episode of this series. Well, we have an emergency update today, alright? Since we have the first hurricane of the season, I figured that we probably needed to break in here. I could have waited till tomorrow so that it could still be a weekly thing, but who cares? I mean, it's more content. It's not like I'm skipping out on episodes. And there's going to be a period in time soon where I'm going to have to skip out on some episodes anyway. So figured might as well just go ahead and get this video out for you guys right now, as Hurricane Beryl has now officially formed. Alright, so again, we do have Hurricane Beryl here, the first hurricane of the season. Now that is a big deal because we are in June, alright? Not too often we are talking about the hurricane starting to develop here in June. Alright, currently this is a storm that is producing winds up to 75 miles per hour sustained and maximum gusts up to 90 miles per hour. Alright, the minimum central pressure there is 992 millibars, which is relatively low, but for a Category 1 hurricane, I'd honestly expect it to be even lower than that, but whatever. Alright, we've got ourselves a disturbance out here in the Bay of Campeche that has a 50% chance to develop into a tropical cyclone. It's running out of time, it is, but it is officially AL94, and it has been for a while now, so we'll continue to watch it. And then we've also got this disturbance that you can't not notice. Alright, there's a 70% chance that this forms into a tropical cyclone within the next 7 days. The National Hurricane Center has issued a code red for this disturbance, alright? So we'll check that all out. We're going to talk about that more in a minute. But the GFS model, right? What is it saying for this this event here, right? Well, this is right now, all right? We've got ourselves Hurricane Beryl out there. And as it continues to head northwestward here, it is likely going to make a serious impact on some of the southern portions of the Lesser Antilles. We have hurricane warnings in effect already. Hopefully everybody out in that region there is evacuating there in the Trinidad and Tobago areas. We are expecting a major hurricane at landfall. Yes, Category 3. Alright, and we see that continues to head northwestward there, but we can see another little system potentially trying to develop behind that, and this is our little disturbance, alright? And unfortunately, it is going to track over the exact same area that Hurricane Beryl is expected to. So some of these communities out here in the Antilles that are already devastated by Hurricane Beryl could have another tropical storm or maybe even a low-end hurricane to deal with right after that. So very dangerous stuff out there. We can see Hurricane Beryl is expected to kind of ride into the Bay of Campeche there and potentially make landfall in portions of northern Mexico and southern Texas here, northeast Mexico, along the coast there. And at that point, luckily, it's probably only going to be like tropical storm force. And remember, we are forecasting over 200 hours out for that landfall, so take that all with a grain of salt. Our potential tropical system behind that is not expected to really make any sort of tropical landfall or of the sort other than the Antilles. So that's all well and good, alright? Now let's go ahead and look. What is the track for Hurricane Beryl here, alright? Well, if we go ahead and bring up this little graphic here, alright? Not only can we see the track, but we can also see where all of our alerts are right now, alright? So we can see right now it's a hurricane. It is expected to be a major hurricane by Monday morning, and by Monday afternoon, it's going to continue to be a major hurricane. The maximum sustained gusts, the maximum gusts that we are talking about at this point, they're going to fall around its landfall there in the Lesser Antilles, and they're going to be about 150 miles per hour potentially, as our prediction stands right now. And again, the sustained winds will be up to 120 miles an hour, which just barely makes it a major hurricane there. And it'll continue to head northwestward here, and as we go into 2 p.m. on Thursday, we can see it's starting to get close to the Bay of Campeche there, alright? So, finally, alright, this is the model guidance. Alright, these are all the different models and what they predict Hurricane Beryl's peak intensity will be and when that will be. So we can see a lot of our models are hovering around the Category 3 range, alright? We got probably the most models in the Category 3 range. We got some in Cat 2, we've got some sticking with Cat 1, and then we've got some down here in Tropical Storm, which, that's already passed. This is already past the Tropical Storm, so unfortunately for those models, you are incorrect. But, you can see we even have one odd model here pushing this all the way to a high-end Category 4. Now remember, that's one model, just like there's one model saying it's only going to remain a tropical storm, so the likelihood of the intensity reaching Cat 4 it's pretty low, right? We have 2 models that are suggesting maybe that it gets to Category 4 strength, but if it does, it'll be low-end Category 4. Definitely not, like, mid-range to high-end Category 4 like this little spaghetti model there is predicting. Again, a lot of models are saying it's going to be around the Category 2, Category 3 range, and then it's going to continue, and even at 150 hours out, it is still expected to be potentially in the tropical storm or Category 1 hurricane range there, right? So that's going to be it for this episode of Tropic Talks. I hope you guys did enjoy. Just quickly here, we'll go and take a little peek at this new run of the GFS. It's just now loading in here, so we don't have all of our scans out, obviously, but we can see there's Beryl, still expected to make a beeline for the Antilles. Looks even stronger now, guys. 964 millibar low, not good, and we can still see our system behind that. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Remember, if Hurricane Beryl does make some sort of impact on any portion of the United States, we'll be live on this channel for multiple hours covering that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.